Hi, everybody. Welcome. I'm Terry at Holding Your Space, and I have Jon Bennie with us today. It's a special Mother's Day present to everyone.
Hello.
So, yeah, even if you're not a mom and you connect with that divine feminine energy somewhere, there'll be something for us here today. So, welcome, Jon.
Thank you so much, Terry. It's an honor to be with you on your channel today and to help celebrate this beautiful magical day with everyone.
Oh, thank you. I see a lot of magic on your channel. It seems like every minute is a magical minute.
I love that. Yeah, every moment, right? Like every infinite moment just has this magic when we think about it and just just open ourselves up to whatever's going on around us. Um, like just before I came on this live stream, my camera tripod broke, and I'm like staring at it like why after 4 years have you decided to break now? And it like my I just stopped for a moment and just paused, and it's like there's magic in that moment. There's magic in that last minute like adrenaline rush. And then I'm staring at this little tripod, this little plastic thing, and I'm thinking, what is the message? What is the message for me at this time? Like why? And I felt in my heart and my guides were also saying like it's because we want you to sit down on the floor because I have my phone on a chair, so I'm sat on the floor and they're like, I want you to sit down comfortably and just be really grounded at this time and not be you know not have it be a performance. And I really love that. It's like, yes, that's the magic. I love that. I'm often out in nature walking in trees and forests, or recording music. I'm either with my family and camping. And here in Scotland, we're just surrounded with such beauty, and so you're often looking for the magic outside of you. And more, I'm reminded actually that it's in all our hearts, this little divine spark, and it's what we see around us is the reflections of that magic. And um, so much of our childhoods, like that inner child, like childhood play, the fun, the exploration is that spark. Like you can't really explain it, you can't really define it, but it feels really exciting. And when you experience it, you know it. You say, yes, that's my magic. That's my magic happening.
I love that. I love that. Do you so let's talk about that joy and wonder with your inner child, because that is a gift and you share it with vulnerability and trust, which is a huge thing. Can you talk about that?
Yeah. Thank you. It's definitely been a journey for me. And my awakening, or my last big awakening, should I say, because it happens through all our lives. But in 2017, um, I was in a Kundalini yoga session. It's the first time I'd meditated, and we meditated for quite some time, for on and off for about 2 hours. And in my meditation, I saw the planets and stars and nebulas and energies of the universe like being created and like creating each other, this beautiful magical moment. And I remember it was so I was in a class and I was talking to the others in the class and I said like, what did you guys experience? What happened with you? And they're like, they explained their experiences. Everyone was very different. Um, and I was just thinking, I want to do this every day. like like you don't get a hangover. You can do it anytime, wherever you want. And I was like, this is it. This is the thing I've been looking for, is like those few minutes in my life every day where I can just, be the whole me, be every part of me. And that includes, the silence and the quietness and sometimes the stress and sometimes the darkness. And then and a lot of the time, increasingly, like the magic as well. And yeah, my exploration of like my inner child is definitely fueled by this desire to create each day. So when I first started my awakening, and I started meditating every day, I said to myself, well, I just moved house. I had a studio. It was like a dance studio that was for Zumba dance classes, and
Uh-huh.
I intended to use it for recording music. Well, to record music every weekend to begin with, and I thought, oh, I could do this a lot. Like I could do this. Um, most weekends, and I could just have fun. I can just be me, get up early in the morning, turn up, and have fun creating music. And so as I did that, I quite quickly set an intention, and I feel, and certainly in my use, that our universes are driven, they're fueled by our intention. And so I set the intention, and I kept asking my guides. I said, in meditation, I just asked out loud. I said, "What is my mission? Like, what is my mission in this lifetime on Earth at this time?" And they just kept repeating over and over to raise the vibrations of billions of hearts,
Um,
and they kept saying it like for about 3 days until eventually I was like, "Okay, I get it." And it was really magical because I thought, I don't even really know what it means. I think it means making people feel happy. I think it means, well, since then I've realized all the different things it can mean and does mean to me. Massive spectrum, and that my mission explains a lot about why, to a very long-winded way of answering your questions, like why I have this desire to continually explore my inner child and to do such fun things, is really to, I feel it in the key to all of us being able to really embrace raising our vibrations, like whatever paths we want to take on uh, our spiritual or ascension journeys, or not, or just want to have fun, full stop. Or just to heal this world, or help save this planet, or help save each other, save ourselves, is all about embracing that inner child. And so much of the inner child journey for all of us, including me, is like just saying it's okay now. It's okay to like take the little Jon out of the cupboard who's been hiding there for about 20 years, and it's like, okay, Jon, you can come out now. It's safe, and we're gonna play. We're gonna have a lot of fun, like every day, and we're gonna set aside time every day for playtime. And I definitely do that every day, at least 1 hour every day, to have like fun.
I love that. It's like joy and wonder, right? And it's a huge awakening, I think, that we're missing so often on this planet. At least, well, yeah, in Western civilization, but all over. And the little things of seeing that light and that joy, so
Yeah,
important.
definitely. It's so easy to not do it, right? To just say it's not going to pay my bill, or it's not going to help me with this problem with this other person. And on my journey, and I know we'll come onto all of the mothers of the world, but I feel like, what inspires me about mothers, including my wife and my mother, and many others, is this dedication, right? This unstoppable energy of caring and loving, and unshakable. Like, it doesn't matter if it's raining outside. It wouldn't matter if it was raining inside. You'll get up each day, and for love, you'll do these things that matter to your loved ones, and to you. And on my mission, I've had, even in the last 5 years, I've had some really, really hard times, including like crazy things happening, like small riots happening outside my house,
My,
and for months and months on end, and fires and fights, and just inexplicably in like a really small, beautiful town. And I would get up in the morning and hear them like still arguing and fighting, and I'd be either calling the police or the fire brigade, and then I'd just go and play. And I could hear them in the background, and I'd be like, I don't care. Like, my life goes on, and I'm writing a song today in relation to this planet, and you can choose to come with me or not. And I feel like so many mothers, like, just, you know, they get on regardless. Today I saw this mother, and she was running, and she was pushing a pushchair, like I think it was like a pram, and she was on the phone. So one hand on the pushchair, one hand on the phone, and she was talking as she's running. And I said to my daughter, I said, isn't she incredible? And she's like, that is multitasking at an extreme. And you could tell, like, the conversation she was having, like, whoever she was talking to, she was, you know, sharing her fire. And I was just thinking, wow, like, there are so many people doing that around the world, like, all the time. And I feel that is so powerful to helping us all. You know, a lot of what we do in our kind of battles with our chaotic day-to-day lives is really just helping bring out the parts of us that are more vulnerable, and saying, like, our inner child is saying, it's okay now, you're safe in this lifetime.
Yeah. So trust and vulnerability, that's huge, right? To trust in ourselves, to be able to find joy and be vulnerable enough and that's so much about bravery too. It's amazing. Hypnicity says, I'm here for Mother Earth. I believe we are all here for the good of the planet. That's beautiful.
That's beautiful.
Yeah. And Lauren says, St. Germain also wants us to ask our inner child every morning, what would you like to do today, little one? I love Jon's outlook. This will be my Mother's Day gift to myself. Oh, Lauren, that's beautiful.
So
How sweet. I love that. I love that. Julie, happy Mother's Day to you. And Tamara, happy Mother's Day to you. Tamara has a new puppy. So,
oh, wow. So cool.
Puppy mama.
Puppies are even harder than kids, right?
Right? Yeah. Yeah. They grow up in different ways. That's for sure. Well, did you notice more synchronicities as you went on your path with meditation and finding joy?
Yes. I feel, journeys of synchronicities. I feel that I believe that I know that there's no such things as accidents or coincidences. And that for me, synchronicities now, I pay a lot of attention to. Like, I see synchronicities as a way of the universe talking back to me, like reflecting back a change in reality that I'm noticing, and are often, like, surprised and delighted at. And I feel a lot of it, especially since I started my energy healing work just over a couple of years ago. I understand a lot more about it now, that it's really a way of our own energy and the way that we co-create with each other and the universe around us, that allows synchronicities to be played back to us, and they can also be experienced through someone else back to you, like, hey Jon, I can't believe you said that in the reading you gave me, because that's exactly what happened 10 minutes later. And I'm like, yeah, what a fantastic synchronicity. Or it can be things like when you're connecting with people and you're experiencing very like quite incredible themes that seem to run through both your lives or past lives, and then you start to see that actually they're like these synchronicities that you're seeing are repeating patterns that are just coming through, the like echoing through the energy of these different lifetimes, whether they're past, parallel, future. presence. And I'm just trying to think of some of the synchronicities I had today. I had one where we just came down to our holiday house for tonight, and our doorbell rang just as we left, and it's one of these video doorbells that showed up on my phone. So even though I'd left the house, it showed up on my phone. And the guy that answered the door, that rang the doorbell, I was like, oh, I know that guy. And he was he was doing some work in our street on the fiber internet connections, and at that moment, my daughter had just said to me, she just messaged me saying, "Oh, there's someone at the door. I think it's the guy that's been doing the work in the street. What should I say to him?" And I said, "Oh, well, we were chatting yesterday. Just tell him that Jon says it's fine to go ahead." And it was just this really funny like loop of like connections between the three of us, when in reality he would be, most of the time he would just be like a stranger, but it felt like we already knew our paths had connected, and that there was just this this moment of like, it's very easy just to pass someone in the street and just think, oh, that's just someone working on something, and ignore them. But if you take a moment just to say hello and ask what they're doing and they're enjoying their day, the next day you might find they're doing work for you or you're working for them. And it's a very small universe. So yeah, I really enjoyed that moment.
That's fun. Yeah, and to have your daughter and this gentleman all combined in that trinity of that energy.
That's right.
And Jon does healings, and you can get readings from him. Are they energy readings? What would you describe them as?
To describe my work, it's very broad. I haven't. I should say it's easier to explain through my journey briefly, which is just over 2 years ago, I had a reading from a friend, and until that point, I think I've been meditating each day for about, well, I can count it roughly to about 1,000 days, because by about that time I had written about 1,000 songs, and these are lyrics that I channel through my guides, and every day that I channel my lyrics, I started to realize that like this is a thing, like I could channel and that I can talk to my guides, and it took me 1,000 times before I realized that I had that gift, that or should I say that I accepted that knowing. And so I had a reading from a friend, and she said, Mother Gaia has a mission for you. It's very much along the similar theme of you raising the vibrations of the planet, but would you like to find out about this mission? And the first thing I said was, I accept. Now, what's the mission? And so Gaia said that the mission for me was to step forwards as a divine masculine healer, with a good balance of divine feminine, and to assist in, to begin with assisting in clearing unwanted dark energies and entities from people, and very much start the healing practice. And so I accepted, and I said, like, how can you like give me anything? Like, I don't even know how to do this. And to this day, I've never studied Reiki or any other like energy forms of healing. And the advice was just to, I just have to go and stand up and hold up my hands like this, and practice sending in golden lights at the source of this universe through my heart and through my hands. And And I said, okay, how do I do that? And I said, oh, just go and just like connect, just like we're doing at the moment, but like set up a couple of Zoom calls with some friends, like people you trust, and then just go ahead, just do it. I was like, great, okay. And so I did. And the first couple, I think the first one, I was really delighted what my client experienced, my friend experienced. And then it just grew from there. And so I've been doing it since 2 to 3 times a week. And of healing that I give now, it starts with helping people. A lot of my work tends to focus around connecting with people's guides. So we set up a safe space, we connect them with their guides, and I bring them into the safe space along with my guides. And then I ask one of their guides to step forwards, and we really begin a conversation. How can we help the client heal the most at this time? And it can be healing messages, it can be helping unlock their psychic gifts, their spiritual gifts, traveling through space and time to any past, parallel, future life that requires healing or requires like I describe like bringing their knowing of that lifetime back and integrating it with this. And then also some of the darker aspects as well. So working with people to remove their remove unwanted entities and energies like attachments, working through each of their chakras and clearing out anything that's unwanted. And then also I can see clearly like people's chakras and help them with their anything that requires healing or messages, or sometimes we even travel through the chakras to the lifetime where they've been wounded and do the healing and then come back through into that space. And yeah, the list goes on. I feel like the breadth of my work just continues to expand. But it's been a really beautiful journey, and I've met, I can't really even remember now how many, it must be over 200 or 250 sessions, and just really enjoying both developing my gifts and then helping others develop theirs as well.
So you're working with ancestral trauma and past life trauma, or that's in present trauma? Yeah.
That's right, yeah.
Yeah, that is such a gift to give to the universe and the planet right now. It's amazing. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Let's see, we've got a few comments here. Linda says, thank you for all your songs, Jon.
Thank you, Linda.
Loving them. Hypnicity is also an energy healer. And Hypnicity says, if you're doing readings today, she accepts.
Oh, beautiful.
What does that energy look like? Okay, when I do an energy healing, I see dust sometimes. What do you see? Or do you see it? Do you feel it?
Yeah, I'd see it's definitely changed over time, and I see with a lot more clarity now than I used to. Now, for example, when I first look at someone, I see their light body. So, and I see that as typically as like initially like just the outline shape, like almost like a 2-dimensional light being, and then as I look closer, I can see like the energy channels that flow through them, and as I concentrate closer and zoom in, I can see the individual chakras, like the color of the chakra, the size and shape of it, whether the chakras like had any. Sometimes my clients have like how to describe it, that have like on their crown chakra, they may have like a headdress or like a crown, or a helmet that their soul has earned over several lifetimes, and then also any I can see very clearly any unwanted energies or entities that are attached or hiding in or behind chakras. But yeah, it's like, I would describe it as like colors. And when I'm zooming in, it just, to me, it seems like a very kind of 3-4 dimensional experience where I can like rotate it round. I feel like I'll ask the client if it's okay. I'll just look around the back, if you know, and I feel like I'm rotating their light body around so they can see every aspect.
Yeah, I love that. So sometimes we do that with our healing heart through the heart chakra in the back, and that's huge. That's a game changer, I think. Working on like an atom, right? The energy is always so fluid.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I love that.
going everywhere. Yeah, yeah. So do I. I love that you're doing that. And so what do we want to do here? Do we want to do a song, or I've got more questions, or what do you have time for today?
Yeah, I'd love. How about we do a meditation next, and we could do that for all the mothers in the world, and then I'd be happy to do either any questions, or we could do like 1 or 2 short readings, and a song. Absolutely, I have my guitar right here. I'd love to do a song.
Oh, I'm so excited. Okay, everybody, so get comfy. Here we go.
Okay, so we shall begin by taking in 3 deep breaths in through the nose. Hold and breathe out through the mouth what no longer serves us. And again, breathe in through the nose, nice and deep. And release the stress of the week. And again, breathe in through the nose. And release any remaining negativity. And see within the hearts of each of us this beautiful divine spark of us. And from its golden sparkling light, extend the light cord up through the top of our heads, through the sky and through the stars, going higher and higher through the dimensions of this universe, higher and higher through the frequencies, until you reach the highest dimension. And there, connecting your light cord into the highest dimension of source, the source of love of this universe. And allow your light to expand out, feeling that oneness, that unity, that feeling of home. Remain connected into source and extend your light cord down through the stars and through the sky, back down to the top of your head and into your heart once more. And now from the center of your heart, allow your heart to open and to receive the source energy from above, flowing down now from the highest dimension of source, down in and around your light cord and through the top of your head, like a waterfall of golden light, healing, clearing, energizing every aspect, every dimension of your being, your human form, your light body, every atom, every cell. And now, from the center of your heart this time, extend the light cord down through the root of your spine, all the way down into the ground, going deeper and deeper through the layers of the planet, until you reach the very core of Mother Earth. And there, connecting your light cord into Mother Gaia's crystalline heart. And we send our love and our gratitude to our Mother Gaia on this day. And she sends her love back, remain connected into Gaia's heart and extend our light cords up through the layers of the planet, through the root of our spine and into our hearts once more. And now around each of us individually, we begin by creating golden bubbles of light, expanding out the divine sparks within our hearts, expanding out the golden light together with the light of Source and Gaia below. We create these golden bubbles around each of us individually. And we set the intention for our golden bubbles that only energies and entities with our permission, our highest good, our love and our compassion can see us, access us, or exist within our golden bubbles. And that all others, all other energies and entities must leave our space and must leave from within us immediately. And into our golden bubbles, we invite in our guides, our higher selves, Archangel Michael and Archangel Raphael, for guidance, protection, clearing, and healing. And now through space and time, I create a golden bubble around everyone who's watching this live stream and in the replay, and that chooses to be a part of this meditation and this energy. And into this space, we invite in our guides, our higher selves, our ancestors, Archangel Michael, Archangel Raphael, Source, and Gaia. And we set the intention that only energies and entities with our permission and our highest good can exist within this space, and that all others must leave immediately. The safe space, we set the intention for this session to send our love and our gratitude to all the mothers of this planet, including Mother Earth. And I would like to ask one of my guides to step forward to assist with this message. And my guide, Maya, is stepping forwards. She is a sister of Gaia. And she wishes to speak through me at this time. She's just placing her hand on my hand. Yes, please do. For all of the love of this universe, for all of us that exist within this space, we celebrate you. We celebrate your souls. For all of the mothers that are with their children at this time, or their children are out somewhere else in the world at this time, or their children have sadly passed over. We send you our love at this time. We send you our infinite love. We send you the love of this universe, for it is the mothers that care, and the caring of mothers that allow the birthing of stars, the birthing of planets, the birthing of beings, not just humans, but every being around this entire universe. The source of love of this universe celebrates you. We honor you at this time, and we fill each of your hearts with gratitude. We ask now each of you to join us by celebrating all of the mothers. Place your hand on your heart and breathe in nice and deep from the highest dimension of Source above, this highest love into your heart. Breathe deeply. Fill your heart and send it to every heart of each mother around the world at this time. And now for every mother that wishes to feel that love, that oneness, that moment that she held her newborn baby, that moment that she was so proud of her child, and that every moment that a child is on a mother's mind, we bring forth this love of this universe, and we filled our hearts with that feeling once more, breathing in source from above, and filling every heart of each mother with love. And we speak for all those times that you have looked in the mirror and felt like you weren't enough, or you allowed other people to tell you that you weren't enough. For all those times that you doubted yourself, or that you felt you're inadequate, or you weren't giving your child enough, we want you to know that you are more than enough. You have always been more than enough. For it is the mothers of this universe that are the hands and hearts of creation and the continued cycle of life and birth. You are the universe, and we celebrate you. You are the love, and we celebrate you. And we would like to bring forth this energy now into every heart. And as Jon makes the Om sounds, to feel that love vibration reignite in your heart at this time, breathing in together and breathing in love. We hear your tears and we hear your laughter, and we thank you on this day for every moment you have ever cared for and loved every being in your life, and you have risen your love for them over the love for yourself. Well, now we celebrate you at this time, and we celebrate the love for yourself, your self-love, your self-care. And may all your loved ones see this in you and celebrate you. We bring you this message of gratitude and love. And so it is. Thank you.
Wow. Thank you so much, Jon. That's beautiful.
Thank you so much.
Mm.
Wow.
Yeah. Oh, wow. That was amazing. So Jon does this not just daily, but sometimes a few times a day, yeah? On your channel?
That's right, yeah. Yeah, sometimes I was it just yesterday I even sat down to give a message and hadn't even meditated, and just thought it was the funniest thing that I'd sat down to share and had a little microphone on and everything, and I was like, hi, it's Jon. Like, I don't even know what to say today. And I just had to record that funny moment of, I don't know, after doing it for about 2,000 times, not we all make mistakes, right?
Yeah. That stuff happens, doesn't it? And sometimes that's the best time to learn. Like you were talking about synchronicities earlier.
Definitely. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I feel like my superpower is my I'm like a creature of habit, like the tenacity of like keeping going at something you really believe. And I loved one of your beautiful tribe said, you know, to ask your inner child, like, what do you want to do today? And it's, I do have that moment every day. And I every morning I walk in my studio, I look at the instruments I have, and I'm like, what are we going to do today? And I really love that. It's like, you can do that with any aspect of your life, including when you're making mistakes. Right? They're the funniest times to do it.
They are. They are. Everybody's saying thank you. Everybody loved it. So,
Oh, that's beautiful.
Ethnicity says powerful. Carol says thank you, John. Esther, Linda. Lauren says delightful to be able to share this time with all of the mothers on the earth today.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Right, Lauren?
Thank you.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely. Well, there are a couple of people here that would love to have a reading, but if you want to sing right now too, this is your show, my sir.
Thank you.
I
I'd love to do a song, and then I'd be happy to do a couple of healings for people. I always feel like it should just always have a guitar, like it's always in your hand. So yeah, let's do this. So I haven't written anything because I don't really write songs. I just so this will be I'll just set the intention for the song. For this song, I would like to celebrate all of the mothers of the planet this time, and for this song to help their hearts, fill their hearts with love.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now, I don't know how well you'll hear the guitar on the headphones, but you'll hear me sing as a start. Yeah. Okay. Thank you. Thank you on this day. And thank you, all the mothers every way and every vibration we feel, every intention we reveal. We thank you, all the mothers on this day. We thank you, all the mothers. Thank you, your way is so beautiful. Even in your darkest hours, you face every new dawn. Of your hearts for your loved ones and you shine, you bring my sadness into the light. With your hands of your heart, you wrap them around us and fuel our sparks of our hearts. Thank you for being there, for being you. Your love, your love, your love world shines new.
Yay.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Oh, that was so beautiful.
Thank you. It's my honor.
Oh, it's our honor. We're so honored to have you. What does that energy feel like when it comes through you? Do you see it or do you just, it just flows?
Yeah, like all of the above. I sometimes like, so when the energy when I talk with my spirit guides is like a whisper in my heart, and it's very quiet and very subtle, and it's like they're drawing me to be as quiet as I can inside, so that I can be very that I'm. It's like I'm maximizing the ability to receive. And then at other extremes, like when my guide Maya stepped in, she's incredibly powerful, and when she steps in, it was just like this. I felt this like overwhelming feeling. It's like this. It's like this love mixed with like electricity, and like a mixture of almost like somewhere between lightning and like static electricity.
Mhm.
And then also like her colors, she has lots of blues and some greens, and then some when she's like talking, it's like a very almost like a fiery yellow, like a golden yellow light that she has. And I don't know, when I'm doing songs and like just allowing songs like that to flow through me, it can vary from being everything in between. Like sometimes it's just those milliseconds between me singing a word that I'm hearing that whisper of the next word coming in, and then sometimes it's just this this flurry of energy that's coming in, and you're like the whole thing, like the next 5 lines at once, and you're like, wow, okay, I hope I remember them all.
I love that. That's amazing. Oh, that's so beautiful. So kind of a, well, you are channeling, right? And I think so many musicians do that. Yeah. I mean,
Yeah,
when you're
definitely.
connected to that creative um, energy that comes in, the creative universe, universal energy,
Yeah,
like Da Vinci and Leonardo, and
yeah.
anyway.
I feel like so many people, so many artists, and yeah, not just musicians, do channel. And it's really funny because I feel like so much of it's just about setting intention. That if you set your intention to, because what I say, a bit like when I wrote when we created that song together just there, every morning I say the words, guides, higher self, and source. What messages do you have for me, for the highest good love and compassion for myself and for the collective? It's not the most perfect, but it is a ritual for me to set intention to ask for the message. And I receive them in everything. Sometimes it's the music I hear, or the sometimes there's like I described maybe the last few days just started with a couple of words, and then the words would like begin to form the sentences. So it was almost like, John, here's a word, sit with this word for a moment and just reflect on that energy, like we're connecting. Here's it to start with, and then allow the whole journey to come through. um and I and yeah, sometimes I see just the whole visions, and the whole music video like happening. It's like, wow, I could, if I had the editing skills, this would be like a Hollywood like movie production. And
I
so
think,
many people do it. They just not everyone is so intentional about it, and I feel that's the key is like, if you want to create, yeah, just set your intention, allow yourself to be surprised and delighted by the magic.
yeah, yeah. Um, yeah, it's so beautiful. And you have to be so fearless, yeah, to do that. Trusting.
Yeah, absolutely. I always feel safe with when I set the intention of who I ask. Like I would never ask any other energy or entity in the universe, or person for that matter, for song lyrics, if I wasn't totally trusting of them. Um, and yeah, I feel like when I like the biggest critic I had to overcome was myself. For about 15 years, I had writer's block, and I really didn't write more than 3 or 4 songs. And I thought every song was, at that time, I just felt like it was worthless. And so if I'd kept up that bad attitude, then I wouldn't have released now 124 albums and have the Guinness World Record for the most studio albums digitally released.
Oh, that's right. Congratulations.
Thank you. Yeah, I just got that a few weeks ago, and it's just so easy to dismiss these things, right? It's just like, no one will listen to it, and it's like, it doesn't matter. Why does it matter if they listen to it or not? It's you that it matters. It's like, do you think when you're a kid and you're out playing, I don't know, outside in nature with a stick, that it mattered who was like thought that that was a good idea or not? Like, universe having the best time of your life with a stick, and it's because it's all the joy and the magic that you feel in your heart when you're doing it. And yeah, I realized that was what I was denying myself of. Yes, it's amazing to create lots of things, but it's, yeah, definitely encouraging everyone to just take that time out for themselves and explore your creative channel, like whatever it is.
Yeah, yeah, being that inner child, that fearless inner child, I love that. For me, it was always sticking my toes in the mud and mushing.
Oh yes, it's so cool.
Getting with it. Yeah. Well, if you'd like to do, gosh, a lot of people are asking for a reading. So if you feel up to it,
Yeah, definitely.
cool. Hypnicity says, if you're doing readings today, I accept.
Okay, perfect. Okay, Hypnisty, let's just gonna ask your energy to step forwards. Okay. So I see Hypnisty's energy as I can see your light body, and then you've got this kind of big cloak around you, and it there's some colors in there. There's some green, a little bit of blue, and there's some dark as well. And Hypnisty's like doing this, like just like throwing the cape around, um, and it's like this big, powerful, energetic introduction, and it's really beautiful. Like I can see a soul here that's very gifted and very aware of your energy in the astral realms, and in our physical, in our third dimension also. And I'm just asking your higher self just to see how close she'll let me connect in. And you're saying that, so this is your higher self saying that it's like you're hiding a little bit of your pain, and you're just starting to open up your cloak now. Your cloak's really beautiful. And you're just okay, you're just settling it down now. It's like either side of you, and now you're opening up parts of your form. And I'm going to bring down a column of golden lights from the highest dimension of source. I'm going to bring this down to just above your heads to set the intention to clear and to heal and to remove any entities or energies that don't have your highest good. And I'm just going to bring this gently down. And you're just asking me not to connect too closely with some of your chakras here, but I'm just going to, so we're just skipping past your crown, your third eye. And as I'm doing this, like you're mirroring this feeling back to me. It's very tingly on mine also at the same time. And what I'm doing is I'm just journeying down to the side of your body. And this is just below your heart chakra, just next to solar plexus. And your cloak is like open slightly. You're just showing me part of you. And there's a wounding here, and there's also a small attachment. Okay, and you're saying it's a pain in your side. It's like a thorn in your side. And can I just remove this? And I feel like it's something you know how to do. You know how to do this yourself. And you're just asking for help at this time. And so because this is a very kind of public session, what I'm going to do is just create a golden bubble around you, first of all, around your light body, and just to protect this area, and just to protect anyone else, and also to protect you. Okay. And I'm just going to ask Archangel Michael just to stand here to my left. And I call forth my light sword, and I'm shrinking it down to the size of a knife. And I set the intention that only energies and entities that do not have hypnicity's permission will be affected, and that hypnicity's form will not be harmed in any way. And I'm just gently removing this entity from your side and just around the front of your solar plexus, around your back. So, Archangel Michael, please return to source or never return here again. Thank you. Good. And I'm just going to bring in some healing energy to that wounded area, to the side of you. Some of this was just on your human form, and then also on your light body, on your solar plexus. Let's bring in this golden light. Perfect. And I just hear you saying, "As good as new, as good as new." Like you're really excited. And doing this dance again, this really beautiful dance. There's this, I feel like there's this practice you have, like there's this, like a magician, you're wandering through the universe and you're constantly helping, and you're healing others. And as you go, and sometimes this happens, and you're like, after every battle, encouraging you to have that. Every good warrior has their time after battle. Just I've been learning also to rest and to nurture yourself. We're not invincible, but we are all powerful, each of us. So thank you for letting me into your energy, and I hope this healing assists you at this time. And I leave this protection in place for as long as you wish it to exist. Thank you. Thank you, Misty.
That is so beautiful. Hypnocity says Michael has come through to me twice this morning.
Wow,
and
that's so cool.
Yeah, she feels a need to be of service. So that's beautiful. That was an honor to see. Let's see if you've got time. Esther would love an energy scan. Thank
Yeah, no
you.
problem at all.
I love
Thank you,
Esther's
Esther.
picture.
Thank you, Esther. I'm just asking Esther's energy to step forwards. Esther's coming forwards at this time as a very light white being, and you're coming very slowly out of this mist, out of this fog that's around you, and you're just slowly coming into view and stepping forwards. And I felt like in my throat chakra there was this like this trap wind, and there's this moment of arrival for you, like you're stepping into your power, but you're also bringing in so much more of your power from many lifetimes now, and you're being invited at this time to allow allow your higher self to really step into you, to become the whole you. This is more than you could have ever believed, and there's a knowing inside of you that's allowing this now to happen. It's happening because there's this knowing you are really an incredible soul, and you've chosen to reveal your gifts. You're choosing to bring them into this space and time at this time. And there's a little bit of friction with your human form, which is your human is there's some apprehension. You're feeling like there's some big changes coming, and to really encourage you to first of all to set the intention, and to set your intention with purpose, to say what it is you want to happen. So if you want to allow your highest self to really step into all of you, and to assure you that you will not lose any aspect of you that you do not want to lose, to really encourage you to just be open to that and set that intention. And you can say those words out loud. You can say, higher self, please forwards into me at this time. And it can be a practice for you. You can practice that for a few minutes each day, and just allow yourself to receive that feeling, what that version of you feels like. It is you. It's nothing else. It's not alien to you. It is part of you. And so to fulfill your ask, I'll begin with an energy scan. And from the highest dimension of source above, I bring down a column of golden light to just above Esther's head. And yes, I'm just asking your higher self to step in with you at this time. It's really beautiful. And your higher self is also a little bit, there's a little bit of anxiety from your higher self. Like they've as a soul, you've not done this with, you've not fully integrated with a being a physical being, a human being, the third dimension, at this vibration at this time. And so I'm encouraging each aspect of you to connect in with this knowing, the knowing that this is safe and that it's possible, and that it's all completely up to you. It's your free will to continue this ascension journey. I'm just bringing this light down to your crown chakra, and throughout your chakras, I'm just going to set the intention to allow you to continue to integrate every aspect of you at the right pace, the right vibration that you choose to, and that you can choose to speed it up or to slow it down at any time. And to do this, you just place your hand on your heart and say the words out loud. You can say, higher self, please give me 2 hours off, or give me the night off, or give me the week off. Or you can say, I'm good, like I'm ready, I'm hungry, I'm good for this. Like let's keep going, and to allow each of your chakras to go through this journey. And so I'm just sending in calming, healing energy into each of your chakra, down in the third eye chakra, the throat chakra, this softening, this allowance of each aspect of you, solar plexus, to sacral chakra, to root chakra, and to all the chakras, every aspect of your form. And I'm just going to make the Om sound to bring in alignment this time. Beautiful. And I see this, it's like your angel, just as I saw at the beginning, the angel of you, you're just like hiding your wings just a little bit, and it's like you're just poking them out to the side a little bit. It's like, I'm just about ready to spread my wings now. It's so beautiful. Thank you, Esther. And I leave this healing in place with you for as long as you choose it to be there. Thank you for this.
Wow. So beautiful. So beautiful.
That's really incredible. Thank you, Esther.
Yeah, she says, thank you so much. Much love. I love that mantra that you have at the end. So I've heard this before in visions with other entities coming in, that vibration that it seems so primordial. So much about the beginning of the universe or something. What does it feel like when you do it?
Do you mean at the end, or you just mean the
At the end,
yeah. Oh, this, yeah.
I love that.
What does that feel like? Yeah, I feel like it is the energy that really manifests. It's like it manifests matter and effect on matter. It's like bringing. I've been shown this many times in meditation from my guides. For my understanding of how love and matter like works, is that you, in the universe, you just take love energy to any atom in the universe and increase its frequency to the extent that it vibrates and then attracts in other matter to at that same frequency, and then you have this effect on reality, like creating like what we'd consider to be physical objects, like bound together by the vibrations of love energy. And when I'm making the Om sound, it's like that signature frequency of creation.
Yes.
From some of my earliest soul memories, from my earliest lifetimes, I was, I guess I describe myself as like an elemental angel, where I fly through the universe, singing constantly. And whenever I'd have a frequency match, I would go to typically nebulas where stars and planets were being formed, and help bring in souls from source, or like from the tree of life, into the sort of like facilitates the connection of the soul into matter. And it was I'd either be making sounds like that, or often like very high pitched, like And I wouldn't, I don't know quite what they all mean individually yet, but I do know that like I'm relearning some of those abilities where uh, sometimes those songs are mournful. They're the loss of, you know, creation that didn't work as we'd hoped, and sometimes they're, most of the time they're these beautiful moments of just um, resonate the resonant frequency of love of this universe and co-creating.
Wow. Beautiful. Just beautiful. That just, it warms not just my heart, but everything. Good
Fabulous.
vibration going on here. Lots of love. Do you have time for another one?
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Oh, great. Carol would love one.
Fantastic. Okay. And just ask Carol's energy to step forwards. So with Carol, it's hard to see. I see like your energy is kind of spinning, and I'm seeing part of you like step forwards, and then like as a light body, and then you kind of spin around and you disappear, and then you come back around a bit like you're going on a merry-go-round. And there's like just around you, there is there are some negative energies that are hiding aspects of you. I'm just going to hold space for you for this moment. And I'm just asking my guides to step a bit closer. I'd like to ask one of Esther's guides, sorry, one of Carol's guides to step forwards. So your guides at this time are saying that it's there's a moment for you now to really take the opportunity to clear and cleanse, and this isn't something to be afraid of. It's more like a reminder for you to take time to take some time out to take self-care of yourself. And I feel like there's a ritual you already do in your life for your self-care, and I feel like, and I'm just having like some glimpses of what that could be for you, and I don't want to share publicly what that is, because it's like your private thing, and it's a really beautiful thing that you do. But I'd like you to encourage you to go to those moments. There's definitely cleansing with water and with some grounding as well, and just to find that time, take some time out for yourself, an hour or two in a day, and also be intentional about the energies that are in your energetic field, they're in your heart and in your mind, and also around you. And if you watch this session back in the replay, or you watch one of my guided meditations, you can see how to just set very clear intentions about how to protect the space around you. And I feel like that's really all you'll need to be able to just clear these shadows that are around you at this time. And I'm just going to ask Archangel Michael and Archangel Raphael to stand with you at this time. and that we together send our love to you at this moment. And to keep in touch, and that if you have any challenges that you can't overcome yourself, please feel free to reach out to me, and I can assist. There is more I could do, but I wouldn't do it in a public session. And I also feel like you're very close to be able to dealing with this yourself, and that I know that for all of us in our present moments and in our futures, there is a space and time that we reach. It is our intention and our self-love that protect us infinitely. There's nothing to be afraid of in this universe. So I hope this helps you at this time.
That's beautiful. I love that. Let's see. And then we have Susan coming in, Susan Funes. Please, may I have a card? Or she also says, may I have an energy scan? I think that's what she's looking for.
Cool.
So,
yeah, no problem. I can help, Susan. I think this will be our last, but yeah, be my honor.
Oh, thank you.
Okay, Susan. Just asking your energy to step forwards. I see a very beautiful angel. This light. You're standing to your side, like you're showing me your side, and then you turned your head to look at me, and there's this beautiful, empowering self-love that you have at this time. I really want to just take a moment to celebrate this, to celebrate you, your growth, your journey, and to encourage you to share your journey with the world, share your journey with others. You're very proud of yourself, and in the higher realms and in the astral realms, you stand tall and you're very strong. I'd encourage you to bring this truth into this physical reality also, to tell others. And it's the light within you that shines brightly. It's that beautiful light within you. And it's a simple message, and yet the most powerful message of this universe, that it is the love for yourself, the love within you, that creates the universe outside of you. And you've discovered this key, you've discovered this message, and you've really embraced it. And this is glorious to see you. And I'm just asking about your light body and your human form. And I'm being shown you standing in front of a mirror and encouraging you to do some energy work. It's a mirror work. And so the way that you can do this is when you see yourself in the mirror, just take 3 deep breaths, really deep breaths, and just ask forwards. It's those sparkles, it's that light, it's those colors that you see. Sometimes you're seeing them in your third eye, like it's like I see sometimes you're standing in either in sunlight or moonlight, and you're seeing like these little sparkles around you, and you're wondering if they're real. You're wondering if everyone sees this. And these are the reflections of the love within you being reflected back to you. And so the more you embrace it, the more you say, yes, I see my magic. I see it. I feel it. It's real. I know it. I know this. The more you say this out loud, the more you create this like infinity loop, where this feedback loop of you seeing the magic, creating the magic, seeing the magic, creating the magic. And it just becomes more powerful. And encouraging you to do this with, as you develop it with yourself, as you've done this already in the higher aspects of you, encouraging you to do this with others, to get them to see their magic, and they can see their magic through you, because we reflect each other. When one of us can do something, like if one of us learned to fly, you'd be amazed at how quickly everyone else would learn to fly. And it seems impossible, just like these beautiful sparkles around you seem impossible, but they're just improbable. They're not impossible. They're absolutely possible. Everything is with your heart. And I'm seeing like this angel of you wanting to step through into your human form through your heart. And it's like, I feel like the higher aspect of your higher self is standing right behind you, like pushed against the back of your human form. And it's this beautiful embrace of yourself. And so when you stand in front of a mirror, just set the intention, just say, I accept in the highest aspect of myself. And as you hold your hand on your heart, imagine that you're reaching through your heart and you're pulling your higher self from behind you through into this human form. And I encourage your higher self to do the same. They're wrapping forwards their hands, this aspect of you around your human form. And together you're pulling each other in together through your heart. Because it is through your heart that your magic is shining the strongest. And I'm going to bring in some softening, healing, love energy with the Om sound to help you activate this connection. It's beautiful.
Wow.
Thank you, Susan. I hope this helps you on your beautiful journey. Thank you for sharing your energy with us at this time.
Beautiful. Carol says thank you, and she will be in contact with you. Hypnicity wants to know if you do past life readings.
Yes.
Oh, wow. Cool.
Yes, I do. Yeah, I do. A lot of my sessions, we go through past lives, usually through the purpose of healing. But if you have past lives that you want me to find out more about, or if you want to know if you've had a past life in a particular part of the universe, space or time, or as a particular being, I'm always happy to help reconnect you.
That's amazing. I love that. Well, you can contact Jon through his YouTube channel here, or also his website. And you do a lot of things on your website, don't you? A lot of group activity.
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
We do. At the moment, it's been about monthly. I get together with a membership group, and we do lots of things, including learning all about energy healing. And we also do, more recently, we've been doing like astral visits to the Galactic Federation of Light, and connecting with them and learning how we can help in planet Earth at this time. Learning more about ourselves and more about our guides. It's never-ending possibilities. They're such amazing adventures. So it's always an honor to work with the group.
Oh, beautiful. Well, it was such an honor to have you here. I can't tell you, Jon. So thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, and I hope you come back sometime because everybody wants to talk and a lot of excitement here. So
Oh, thank you so much. It was a
here.
really beautiful experience. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you
You have
so
such a
much.
great energy too. Thank you.
Oh, ditto. I want to just hug you. So have a lovely weekend with your family or what's left of it.
Thank
So,
you.
yeah, yeah. And everybody else have a wonderful Mother's Day and celebrate the mother within, the divine mother. So we will see you tomorrow morning at Meditation Tribe. Have a great one. Namaste.
Thank you.
Thank you.